You're listening to PetLifeRadio.com.
I'm Smiley the dog. I am a mutt. I'm Smiley the dog. I'm super smiley. I have a cat, too sweet, the travel kitty. And a big girlfriend, Angel's really pretty. I have a pony and we share a big horse. We have a big yard. Yeah, we have to, of course. I have a pool. In the summer I stay cool. To a fountain, live in the mountain, live high on the hog. Need to be a spokes dog. I'm Smiley the dog. I am a mutt. I'm Smiley the dog. I'm super smiley.
Woof and Super Smiles. Welcome to a Super Smiley Adventure on Pet Life Radio, the largest pet radio network in the world. I'm Megan Blake, the pet lifestyle coach, here with my possum sidekick, Super Smiley, the ambassador of kindness for the Animal Film Festival. Here on a Super Smiley Adventure, we explore adventures where animals lead. They can be journeys for animal advocacy, for adventure and fun, and they almost always lead to paths of inner discovery and greater bonding with our pets. As the pet lifestyle coach, I travel the country with Smiley, helping people adopt the right pet for their lifestyle and then help train them so they keep that pet forever. And we just got back from New York City, where we had many adventures. We attended the Dog Writers Association of America Awards, where out of thousands of submissions, Super Smiley and Pet Life Radio received one of 3 nominations for their category. Good voice, Smiley! We attended a doggy wedding, which shared the spirit of committing to our dogs and to rescue and adoption and stewardship of dogs in need. And we went over to Madison Square Garden to the Westminster Dog Show, where Smiley, who's our mutt mixture co-host here, got to interview some of the purebreds representing breeds that may just be in Smiley's bloodline. We're bringing you shows from all of that really, really soon. And today, we're so excited that our adventure takes us back to Malibu, back to Hollywood, to the world of dogs on the big screen in the movies. I want to welcome Robert Vence, who's the executive producer, director, and co-writer of Russell Madness, which is a film starring, you guessed it, a Jack Russell Terrier who goes on an amazing adventure. Welcome to a Super Smiley Adventure, Robert Vence.
Hi there. How are everybody?
Hey, Robert. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great. How is everybody on the radio?
Oh, well, we're doing really, really well, especially being back from that cold in New York. That was crazy. And Robert, I want to let our listeners know, first of all, exactly who you are. I want to give them a little more of a rundown, because you have made working with dogs a very integral part of your film career. Your directorial credits include all the Air Buddies franchise films, along with Santa Pup, Santa Paws, and the Air Bud 7th Inning Fetch. And Robert, before you launched your directing career, Robert also ran Keystone Entertainment, where he produced, co-wrote, and directed more than 33 films, primarily in partnership with Disney and Miramax and Warner Brothers. And Robert, congratulations on this huge body of work. Congratulations.
Oh, you're making me feel really old. Thank you, though.
No, you work fast. Yeah, you're fabulous, Robert. And also, Robert, you and I go way back to put all this Russell Madness and a Super Smiley Adventure in perspective for our listeners. The film industry is a very small world. And you and I first met years ago in Canada. I was an actress in your film. I played the ballet mistress in your film Dream Man. It was a fun mystery starring Andrew McCarthy and Bruce Greenwood. So, Robert, thank you for casting me in your movie.
Oh, my gosh. That's a while ago now. You must have been a child at that point.
I was playing a ballet dancer. I'm still a dancer with our flash mobs, but yeah, I was playing the ballet teachers. It was really, really cool. And Robert, as we mentioned,
fun.
Yeah, really fun. It was beautiful up there too. And Robert, as we mentioned, that since that time, you've produced many films, including the so popular Air Bud series starring the basketball-playing Labrador. So was Air Bud your first venture into films starring animals?
Yes, I think Air Bud was the first movie that we did with animals, and I think really was what helped me find my passion, which is making family movies with the pets being, an integral part of the family, which they are in everybody's family. That connection has stuck with me now for, 30 some odd movies, family movies that we created.
Wow, there's a lot of films. And big congratulations are also due to you. Super Smiley and I just attended and covered the World Dog Awards broadcast on the CW network. It was hosted by George Lopez, and the best dog in a movie went to Air Bud. Yay! So congratulations to you, Robert, for that too.
Thank you. I mean, I can't take Kevin DeChico was the trainer for Air Bud, and he's an amazing guy. And I've said to others, there's never been another dog in all the movies I've done and with all the animals I've worked in that's more amazing than the original Air Bud. there's no comparable.
I love that. I love that tribute. And then he got featured and recognized. So thank you for sharing that. That just warms my heart. And Robert, you touched on this, but how did you decide? You said it was your passion. What was the moment? How did you decide to start featuring dogs as stars in your movies?
Well, everybody always says, listen to your mother. So my brother and I have just finished making a mafia movie, which is what we did early in our career. And as you said, some other movies we made. And it was very successful. And we came out of the premiere and I said, Mom, what do you think of the movie? And she said, well, is that what you're going to do for your career with this powerful medium? Why don't you make family movies and do something really special out there? And I was like, darn, my mom doesn't even like my movie, so how good can I be? I went home, and about a month later on David Letterman, Stupid Pet Tricks, I saw a dog shooting basketballs, and really the rest is history. After we made that first movie, I realized that we could have a very positive impact on families and pet ownership, and I'd rather be doing than, making movies that disappear after the first month that they're out there. Family movies like the original Air Bud, which we're talking about, just got an award. The dog just got an award, is 20 years old almost now. So it's a very gratifying.
Right, Air Bud, he's almost an icon then, considering, like you just said, it was 20 years ago and he's still being recognized. That is so cool. And I love also that you use the word positive impact. Yes, that I totally love that. And your newest film is Wrestle Madness. And we absolutely want to hear about Wrestle when we come right back. Smiley, can you wait? Good boy.
Sit, stay. We'll be right back after a short pause. Well, 4 to be exact.
I'm Smiley the dog. I'm Super Smiley. Let's rock!
It's designerpetsweaters.com. Hand-knitted designer sweaters for your precious pup or cool cat. Beautiful couture patterns for your pets, including custom-knitted formal wear, casual wear, yachting, and even sports-themed. Many designer pet sweaters include feathered tammy hats, top hats, and a lot of sparkle. Each sweater includes leg loops, front paw sleeves, and leash opening. Visit designerpetsweaters.com to order your 4-legged fashions today. Your pets will stay warm for the winter and be runway ready. Large or small, we fit them all. designerpetsweaters.com.
Let's Talk Pets on PetLifeRadio.com.
And we're back on a Super Smiley Adventure with Hollywood film director and producer Robert Vance. And Robert and I go way back, and he's the producer who brought us the Air Bud series, and today we're here with the scoop on his newest film release, Wrestle Madness. So Robert, what is Wrestle Madness?
Well, Wrestle Madness is about a Jack Russell Terrier becomes the greatest wrestler of all time. And that's the hook. And the theme is really about a dog that is alone and in the pet store, nobody chooses him. And he really, all he wants is a family. And through happenstance, he meets a family, and he meets a capuchin monkey who's a trainer, a wrestling trainer, and he learns to be the greatest wrestler of all time. And so our movies are all comedically focused and at the same time have very strong messages. And I think the pet message in this movie, which is really important, I believe, is one of adoption, and that, your pet is, any pet in a loving family is going to be the centerpiece of that family.
I love that. Absolutely perfect and very well said. And those Jack Russell Terriers, they're pretty smart, aren't they? What do you think about their intelligence level?
As you said, they're extremely intelligent and extremely athletic. And they're on point at all times. So the hardest thing with them is actually to make them be goofy or funny.
Oh, very funny.
They're worker bees. They want to be doing something. And from a technical training side, they're a 10 out of 10. From a comedic side, you have to work at it a little bit harder. So that was a challenge with them.
Oh, that's fun. And you mentioned that there's another non-human co-star. Tell us about him. Is it a him or a her?
Well, it's actually, her name as an actor is Crystal. She's a capuchin monkey.
Okay.
But in this movie, she plays a character named Hunk, who's kind of like the wrestling coach, the greatest wrestling coach of all time that teaches Russell. And the voice is Will Sasso's voice. And so he's a fast-talking salesman type trainer. And he teaches Russell everything he needs to know about wrestling. And Russell teaches everything he needs to know about family.
This is so great and so cute. And so I love this premise. And Robert, Super Smiley, our show's named after my dog, Super Smiley. He's been in one award-winning feature film, Susie's Hope, and in many award-winning film festival films for his Super Smiley Kindness series. But tell our listeners, what is it like on your sets working with these animals? What's it like directing them? You mentioned a little bit about the Jack Russell, but tell us a little bit more about that. Give us some insight.
Well, I think that the main thing that really makes our sets different than other film sets is that animals and kids are very playful. So our sets are really very fun places. They're full of laughter. You know, everybody's doing something positive out there. They're not making a slasher killer film. So you tend to have this jovial, fun environment. And the trainers are just so incredible. It's honestly a laugh a minute. I know it's a business and we have to get the job done too, but really our sets are very different than normal film sets in that sense. Is they're very, very fun places to hang out.
I love that. I love that. And on our show, we like to laugh and put out positive messages as well. So this is just so fun. I'm so glad that you're joining us here today. And in the film plot summary I read on IMDb, it seems that Russell learns a beautiful life lesson in the film. And I love that a dog in your film is the vehicle for this moral of the story. Now, how do you think animals connect with people that's different from the way human actors connect with us?
I think that, first of all, our animals are real characters in our movies. They have their own voices. We say, their speaking speaks for themselves. So they're really three-dimensional. So, when you're a child and you hear your dog talking to you, it's the voice in your head.
Yes.
You can get a message across to a child about, a positive message across them much more easily with an animal. They just listen to their pets. So it's a very effective way of departing a positive message that a child can carry with them for the rest of their life.
I agree 100%. And for me, I also believe that animals are healers and teachers in life, just like you mentioned with kids listening to their pets. And our listeners know that Super Smiley and I live in Malibu. And Robert, you have your offices here and spend a lot of time in Malibu, and which is very animal friendly. There are lots of dogs and horses. So we talked about animals in film. How have animals influenced your life personally? What have you learned from your animals?
Well, I think you said that you learn a lot from your animals, and one of the things that you learn from your animals is really compassion and patience and unconditional love and, respect. Animals aren't overtly mean. Yes, they protect themselves when they need to, but their nature is to be very kind. And so I think that now that I see my daughter with her horses or our dog at home is that kids learn a great deal about kindness and respect, taking care of another being out there through their animals. That's really where they first learn it. A home without pets or without animals is really a home that, there's so much that kids learn from their animals when we're not around, and there's so much comfort they get from them. It's a really, really important part of a family's life, having a pet.
Absolutely. And you just mentioned several key words to us. You said listening to your pets and kindness. And I mentioned a few minutes ago, Robert, that Smiley has a kindness campaign with inner city kids. And Mark Winter, our producer, just wrote a beautiful song for Smiley about listening to our pets right along with our theme. And it's going to premiere at the Animal Film Festival. It's a minute-long animated feature mixed with a little bit of live action. And I'll send that to you. I'd love it if you check it out because it's right along your theme too. I think you'll like it. And then
thank you.
Oh, of course. No, thank you for looking at it. We'd be honored. And then back to your movies. Robert, who's your favorite to direct? Humans, dogs, or monkeys?
Well, I think I find them all fascinating, I mean, I would say my favorites are to direct kids and animals.
Yeah, I love that.
They're naturally playful, and I get a lot of good laughs from being around kids and animals. So, not that adults aren't funny too, but you just have to remind them that they have a funny bone. But kids are naturally playful, and it's really fun going to a set and having that sense of play. There, and the energy, the absolute, love, zest for life, joie de vivre that children have is just incredible.
Right, and also the spontaneity, because obviously animals are extremely spontaneous, and kids are going to be spontaneous too. So that's one of the things as an actor that you really need to, as an adult, tap into, is that spontaneity and the sense of play. And I love that you identified that with the kids and the dogs. That's great answer. I love that. And we're going to hear more on Russell Madness from the film's director and executive producer, Robert Vince, right after this break. Smiley, can you wait? Good boy.
Sit. Stay. We'll be right back, right after we kibble a little with our sponsors.
Life Radio, the #1 pet radio network on the planet, joins forces with iHeartRadio to put the power of your pets in your pocket. Awesome! Download the iHeartRadio app and rock Pet Life Radio on your phone, on your tablet, on your Xbox, in your car. Pet talk, pet tunes, and fun pet times. Pet Life Radio and iHeartRadio. Positively Possum.
Calling all pet product manufacturers and pet experts. Let the public relations and marketing professionals at Whitegate PR get you featured in the news. I'm Dana Humphrey at Whitegate PR, and we have been specializing in pet product PR for over 10 years and can get your brand featured in the media, from TV to radio to print to blogs. You can find out more at www.whitegatepr.com.
I Love My Pets, the new single by Mark Winter, available on iTunes.
Hi, this is Jody Miller-Young from Bark and Swagger. Tune in for everything pet fashion and more. From fashion tips and runway trends, products and designs I love, to fabulous home decor for your furry friend, you'll find it all here. Be the first to discover the new. So what are you waiting for? Find me on Pet Life Radio. And remember, when fierce fashion calls, Bark and Swagger.
Every week on demand, only on PetLifeRadio.com.
Let's talk pets.
Let's talk pets
On Pet Life Radio.
Pet Life Radio.
PetLifeRadio.com.
Hey, this is Kevin Zegers from Gossip Girl, and I am on a Super Smiley Adventure.
And we're back on a Super Smiley Adventure with Robert Vance, director, co-writer, and executive producer of the film Wrestle Madness, about the adventures of Jack Russell Terrier named Wrestle. We mentioned Air Bud, the phenomenally popular film series about the basketball shooting lab, and we are so excited to see Wrestle Madness. When will Wrestle Madness be released? How can we see it?
Well, it's coming out this weekend with Fandango. And we're really excited about that new partnership with Fandango. It's a new one, and Fandango's putting a lot of effort into family programming in the theaters. That's what's up first, and we hope that everybody gets a chance to see the movie there. And then thereafter, it'll come out with Fox on DVD and also on digital, EST, and so on March 2nd.
Wonderful. So it sounds like there are going to be a lot of places that we can see it. So everybody register in your mind, go see Wrestle Madness. Very cool. And right now, is there a trailer or website where we can go get a preview or read more about Wrestle? You know, someplace we can get all psyched up for your release?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, there's two places you can always go for us, and one is, of course, Fandango right now is the main focus of our attention. Fandango has the trailers on it. They got some fun interviews with real kids on there, with the talking capuchin monkey Hunk. So there's some real fun stuff there. I would suggest you go there at this point, and you'll really you'll see some really fun stuff there.
Very cool. And Robert, we ran into you at your big Egyptian premiere maybe a year or two ago for one of your Air Bud films. Did you have a big Hollywood premiere for this one? Did you have a big party like they do for the Academy Awards, anything like that?
On Saturday, we have one through Fandango, and it's with Fox and Fandango. So you can go online there, and you can, any Fandango member or can go to the premiere for free and enjoy it. So let your listeners know that they can go on Fandango and register to go to one of the premieres that are out there. It's 10 different cities across the United States that we have premieres going on.
Oh, very, very cool. So it sounds like we can go to Fandango and see the trailer and see all the events surrounding Wrestle Madness. So that's where we'll send everybody. And I've got a big dog event this weekend, a big, pet expo. But if we're back in Hollywood, we'll stop by. We'll stop by and see it. I'd love to see it at your event. That'd be so much fun. And do you think that you're going to make... Yeah, it'd be cool to see you again too, Robert. And do you think there may be a sequel like with Air Bud? Might this be a series, or you're going to move on to another topic? What do you think? Or is that secret information?
Well, no, I mean, I think, let me put it this way, that we're writing another Wrestle Madness movie as we speak. So, so we tend to like to make franchises because then we get to explore our characters in so many different dimensions and different situations and then allow our audience to get familiar with those characters and really fall in love with them. So, that's always our intention, to create franchises that people want to come back and get to know Russell even better.
Yeah, I love that. I think that's so good because the audience, they don't want to just see them once and then it's like they disappear. They want them to hang around as the kids grow up. They want to grow up with these characters. So totally love that. And we mentioned that Air Bud Star won at the World Dog Awards for Best Dog in a Film. And do your dog characters, do they have Facebook pages or Twitters where Super Smiley and their other fans can interact? Can we find them on social media?
Absolutely. You can go to Russell Madness on Facebook and Twitter. Also we have Airbud TV, which is on YouTube, which is a television format that we have, short form format with different characters and talking animal characters, which we'd love people to go to. And I think you'll see some fun things there as well. So there's an Airbud universe that we're creating that is all around talking animals and family franchises. So those are the 3 places you can see what we're doing.
Perfect. And while we're on that topic, I want to invite everyone also to tweet Super Smiley at Super Smiley Dog and join us on Facebook at Super Smiley or at Facebook.com/Megan Blake. And Robert, one more thought. You've highlighted the puppies in the Santa Pup film, and now the Jack Russell Terrier's your star. And often when films come out, like Beverly Hills Chihuahua or 101 Dalmatians, there's a huge rush to get that breed of dogs, and the pet stores stock them up. And Super Smiley wants to encourage everyone who's looking for a pet to first rescue one from your shelter. Super Smiley, here's our giant mutt. To me, that's the best. But you all know that we have Angel, who's our beautiful German Shepherd who came from a shelter, and she's a therapy dog, and many of the hero dogs were rescues. So when you see WrestleMania, if you fall in love with the Jack Russells, it's really easy to find one at a rescue or a shelter, and they will have plenty to choose from. Would you agree with that, Robert?
Absolutely, and I think that's what we tried to say in Russell is there's a whole adoption theme and how important it is for these pets to find families that are going to love for them and care for them.
I love that. Thank you for including that in your theme. And also, if you're thinking about getting a Jack Russell, we sort of touched on this, or any type of terrier for that matter. They're very, very, very smart, which means that they're easy to train, but they're also really hard to train at the same time. They're so smart. Sometimes they look for other ways to do things, and they're very headstrong. What do you think about that, Robert, that advice to people?
Yeah, absolutely. I think that you have to consider the pet for your family and the time that you have to devote to them. Some dogs need more time and attention, and others are more willing to be a little more solo. So it depends on the animal. I find the Jack Russells are so smart and so energetic. They're great for a family, but they need a lot of time. They need a lot of attention, believe me.
Yes, a lot, and mental stimulation. It's not even just walking and running. They need interaction. Would you agree with that? Absolutely. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so Robert, we'll have to meet up on our dog social media, and Super Smiley and I would love to come out surfing with you in the Boo. I hear you're a big surfer too, right?
I do love my surf sessions, I have to admit. I'll have to get Kim to come out with me sometime.
Oh, that'd be so fun. Well, actually, Kim is part of our studio audience here today, and he told me to tell you hi. And for everyone who's wondering who Kim is, Kim Swartz is my husband. He's Super Smiley. He's one of Super Smiley's guardians, and he was one of Robert's original entertainment attorneys who got him a deal way back then, when Robert was at the beginning of your career. Was that a good way to introduce Kim, Robert?
Absolutely.
Okay, cool.
He's a great guy.
Thank you. And we also want to invite everybody to follow Smiley's new Pet Life Radio blog at radioblogdog.com. And without our amazing producer and the co-founder of Pet Life Radio, we would not be here with you now. So a huge Super Smiley shout out and thank you to our super producer, Mark Winter. And one more time, congratulations to Pet Life Radio and to Super Smiley for our nomination for a Dog Writers Association of America Award. Thank you, DWAA, for that great honor. And congratulations to Robert Vance on WrestleMania. Thank you again, Robert, for bringing dogs closer into our lives through your films. And one more time, tell us where we can see and find WrestleMania.
WrestleMania is coming out this weekend, and Fandango is where you can see it, or Fox on March 10th. It comes out on DVD and EST, which is on your iTunes and so on. So look out for it, and it's there. You can also see us on airbud.com and Airbud TV, and of course on Facebook.
Very, very cool, Robert. So Robert Vance, director, executive producer, and co-writer of Wrestle Madness. Thank you for joining us on a Super Smiley Adventure.
Thanks, Megan.
Thank you, Robert. And from all of us here at Pet Life Radio on a Super Smiley Adventure, we hope you love all your adventures with all your pets. And until next time, woof and super smiles.
Let's Talk Pets, every week on demand, only on PetLifeRadio.com.